The Last Campfire is a mix of relaxation with a dash of problem solving that is a perfect little experience on the deck. I don't think I've ever used the words cozy and puzzler in the same sentence to describe a game, but The Last Campfire blends the two together so effortlessly that it's no wonder it's sitting at over 5,000 overwhelmingly positive reviews on Steam. This little indie gem was made by Hello Games, yes, that same Hello Games, the creators of No Man's Sky, and even though that title is this vast and huge open-world space explorer, The Last Campfire is an intentionally smaller and more focused project, and I think it works amazingly. Starting off with the story, you play as Ember, a wandering soul making a sort of pilgrimage across the world to these campfires, where you'll meet other souls along your journey. They've lost their way, literally frozen in doubt or depression, and become forlorn. Ember acts as a kind of a shepherd or a guide for these lost souls, giving them hope and reigniting their will to live before guiding them to the campfire with her. For a game where the actual protagonist is silent and doesn't directly say anything, it's a beautiful and emotional story with a clear message of never giving up, believing in oneself, and to always remember to keep moving forward. Gameplay-wise, this is not for the doesn't have guns or a ball so it's not good crowd. If that's you, then this game is just simply not going to be your cup of tea. But for everybody else, the game is mostly a mix of light platforming and puzzle rooms. Along your way, you'll find plenty of other characters, some fellow souls, and some are these huge animal guardians that seem almost spiritual in nature and appearance. You'll collect keys to unlock doors or other items to trade to these characters to progress on your journey. But the main standout here is the puzzle solving. Finding a forlorn spirit transports you into their mind, having you solve a puzzle to free them from their petrified state. Think of these puzzles as isolated rooms similar to Zelda Breath of the Wild's shrines, and they're all done very well. None of them are overly challenging, though some admittedly took me longer than others, but all of them require just a little bit of strategy and a thinking cap to solve. Each hub area features a number of forlorn to rescue, however it's not required to save every single forlorn in an area to progress. I do recommend it though, as the puzzles are just super fun, and also look at these guys, you're just gonna leave one behind? What are you, a monster? As far as everything else goes, I have to say I just really enjoyed every creative decision that they made here. The art style is a blend between cartoony and fantasy, and I love how deliberate they were with the direction that they chose to go. The music fits in nicely and invokes wonder at the right times and then feeling in the more melancholy story beats. There's only one voice actor in the game, the narrator, who has a pleasant voice and a subtle accent, and her tone changes depending on which character is speaking, and it felt reminiscent of listening to like a children's audiobook. I wasn't 100% sold on the decision when I started the game, but by the end, honestly I wouldn't have had it any other way.
Ember could feel fear taking over. They'd washed up alone, somewhere very unfamiliar.
Performance was solid right out of the box on the deck, and I experienced no crashes and very little, if any, frame rate issues during my time with The Last Campfire. It's also got one of my absolute favorite things in video games, and that's an achievement list that you can 100% just by doing all the things. There's no unnecessarily obscure achievements here, and I was able to unlock all of them on my first playthrough by being thorough with collectibles and finding and completing all the forlorn puzzles. All in all, I believe it took me just about 6 hours to complete the game, and it didn't overstay or understay its welcome at all. Moral of the story here, I thoroughly enjoyed my time with The Last Campfire. In my opinion, it's the perfect gaming palate cleanser to just switch it up if you're needing a break from shooting, slashing, and killing things. It's got an emotional message and is a beautiful game that's a treat to look at as well as listen to. In this case, the 5,000 people on Steam aren't wrong, and neither is this YouTuber who's telling you to play this game if it looks at all interesting to you. At only $15, it's well worth the price of admission, and I honestly would have been willing to pay more. If you made it this far and enjoyed the video, I sincerely appreciate your time, and I invite you to like and subscribe if you would like to see more content like this from me in the future. Hope you have a great one, and I'll see you in the next one. Deuces!